Okay, we're here doing the reveal from today's finds. Had a pretty good find today. James McCormick with Digging History and Honoring the Sacrifice. Look us up on the YouTube channel. Hit us up. Subscribe, like, and follow us. And you'll be able to catch all these cool things. Now, we're going to go, you've seen some of the videos maybe I put out today. I want to go over some of the finds today. I'm going to make this as quick as possible. First, with the junk, I found a lot of wire out there. So, into the recycling bucket it goes. Shotgun shells and, you know, pop tops, a big old natural light lid, some nails, just typical trash. But I carry it out of the woods with me. Now, let me kind of point this thing down just a little bit, because I want to see these right here. You see the scratches on my arms there? Well, so I really need to wear some sleeves out there because it's still very scratchy, briary, and I slipped down a hill. I mean, it was a pretty heck of a fall there. So, but those things happen, and especially when you're in rural Appalachia doing metal detecting. Let me tell you something. I've been in some places. Metal detected on the side of the hills. I found lots of stuff. I mean, on hills at a 16% grade. I mean, it's just unbelievable. In some cases, steeper. But that's where you find some of the cool things that I've been finding in the most hard to reach places. Hillsides slip a lot, so but I'm not telling you to do that. But you know, if you do that, take a partner with you. I've got a lot more areas I want to cover back there, but I'm going to wait for Perkins to come with me because it's rough as a cob out there. So let's go with the 22 bullets that I found out there. I found a lot of 22 shell casings, another shell casing, and a little square nail. So those again go into my recycling bin. And again, anybody that does primitives or anything like that, you want to come and dig through the recycling bin, please do. If you recycle, you come and get it and let you have it. Okay, so I found this thing and I started to look at it and said, oh man, this might be the end of an artillery shell or something. It's not. There's actually a threaded bolt that goes in there, and it's a large washer that went into, it's just all iron. It's probably 1930s. So again, that goes into the bucket. Found 2 live 22 rounds. Probably not capable of firing these, but I'm not going to throw those in the bucket. I'll dispose of those another way. Now to the cool finds. Let's go to the coolest thing I found. It's not the coolest thing, but I thought it was cool. Check it out. So when you're out there, so I'm also doing a little bit of bone hunting while I'm out there. I find all kinds of deer skulls, antlers, and I put these in our shop, and usually somebody will come by and they'll buy these things. You can see where this is what happens to them. The mice eat on these, and you can see where the mice have chewed on this. And I'm sure if my dog got a hold of it, he'd chew on it too. But we're gonna put that one in the shop. So let's look at this big axe head that I found. Wow, check it out. Let me tell you something. You would have to have a strong pair of arms to swing that thing all day. But I found it right next to this massive old tree that had been cut down. I'm thinking maybe this was used to cut on that tree. It's 100 to 150, maybe even older. I think it's older. Just because of the way the iron looks. I'm thinking this may predate the Civil War. Definitely could be a Civil War time period. And the more I look in this new place, and it's in Mason County, and it's along the river, and the Ohio River, and I know there was a lot of Civil War activity, and I'm verifying that each and every day. So, I found a gun today, and I'm going to show you that gun in just a minute. But I want to show you a part of another gun that I found. And this is part of a rifle barrel. Now, Say, how do you know it's a rifle barrel? Well, I can tell it's a rifle barrel because of this is the end that connects. Now, I looked all over for anything else. This is definitely old, super old. But I'm pretty sure this is an old musket barrel, or at least part of one. I'll go back up and see if I can find it. I found this piece that was bent, so it's very possible, you know, in the Civil War, and it was kind of, it looks like it came from this thing right here. In the Civil War, whenever they'd capture a weapon, they'd wrap it around a tree, and maybe that's why I'm not finding anything, but this was buried just in front of it, so this could be the remnants of an old barrel that was captured and obviously has seen much better days. So I'm going to put that here for right now. Same thing with the double-headed axe. Now, the cool stuff. I'm going to wait and show you this pistol in just a minute. So I'm going to set that pistol right here. So, I found this up there, and as I started a closer examination, I looked at it and said, somebody was taking an old bolt or a piece of a pipe, and they were trying to make a ring out of it. Now, they never got it finished, but this is the kind of thing that people would do all the time. So, you know, somebody was trying to make a ring and didn't finish it. You saw the bullets. I found this little eyelet right here. Could be Civil War, maybe, maybe not. Found a small piece of metal. Looks like it had a notch on it. I'm thinking that this is an end for a knife or a fork or a spoon. Don't know. Now, this little jewel right here, I found walking up the side of the hill. Now, this I believe, from what I have heard, now confirm this, I have heard that this is a heel plate off of a woman's shoe. Now, why it has the clover on it, now I've seen them with hearts and I've seen them with clovers. The ones with hearts, I have heard, women would wear, and they would, you know, they would walk through the mud, and men could track them. These were worn by women of ladies of the evening. But it may be different with this. You know, this could be something else. This could be, it's definitely something off of a shoe or a boot or a something, but it's a 3-leaf clover. So if anybody knows what this is, give me a positive identification. But the hearts one I saw was well over, you know, 200 years old, and I imagine this falls in that category. All right, so searching this area, I did find a bullet. Now it's an older pistol bullet. I don't think it's Civil War. I think it's probably 1870s. But it was still a cool find. But this definitely, a 3-ringer. This 3-ring fired bullet, okay? And it could have been, yeah, it was fired. But I found this up on the hill, and I looked at it really, really close. And if you see it there, I was like, wow, it wasn't that deep in the ground. But it's definitely a 3-ringer bullet from the American Civil War. And I have found a lot of pistol rounds. This is the first rifle round that I have found in this area. So, I can tell you there was a lot of Morgan Raider activity around this area, the Morgan's Raiders. There was a battle that kind of went up and down the river. There was a battle at Point Pleasant in the Civil War. And then all the way up to Buffington Island. So there was a lot of activity on the Ohio River. This most likely was fired, you know, during that time period, during one of those skirmishes. So a very cool find. I find a lot of bullets, but I have never found a 3-ring bullet in this area. Never. So as I get out here digging around, I'm really starting to discover new pieces of history. Now, I mark where these bullets are found at, where anything Civil War is found, so I know exactly where it is at, or where it was located at. And what I try to do is map it out. I found probably 36 pistol rounds up there. They're all between the 36 and 44 caliber pistol rounds, which definitely Civil War era cavalry operations, a lot of cavalry raids in the area. So it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, the last big find of the day, and then I'm going to cut it off here, was this jewel right here. So anyways, I don't think this is a very super old pistol. I think it's probably from the 20s or the 30s. I have to get it cleaned up. It's small, so it's most likely a 22 caliber. I hate to point it at you, but folks, look, you're not, there's nothing in there, but you can see, where the cylinder's at, and it's in rough shape. But oh boy, what a heck of a find. There's a little bit of wood left on the handle. Most of this is just rust, and yeah, it's in rough shape. But anyways, so I'm going to clean it up and look at it. Very possible, now, I've said this before, that once I clean this up, it could end up being a toy, you know what I mean? But I don't think so. I don't know. If someone can verify that, let me know. I do see some split along the bottom there, right here. If you see that right there. So that makes me suspicious, but who knows? They made a lot of pistols, and maybe this is one of them. Either way, if it's a toy pistol, man, it's an old one. You know what I mean? And still a cool find, great finds. So remember the things I want you to help me identify. This one, okay, I'm going to look it up. I'm pretty sure it's a woman's heel plate. And I'm pretty sure that it's a woman that had less than reputable reputation. But I'm not sure. The three-leaf clover could be something totally different. The heart, I'm pretty sure of. And that's pretty much it, folks. God bless you. Have a great day. And remember to subscribe and like us on YouTube under Digging History with Gun Truck LT. The more likes, the more views that we get, the more opportunities we get to be able to go out and take veterans out and do metal detecting and things like that. And obviously, I have either some luck or some skills. I don't know what it is. But it's a lot of fun, and if you haven't done it, give me a shout, and we can link up. If you have a piece of property, you've heard an old story about buried money on your property, I can go out there and help you find it. You can go with me. I don't have a desire to keep your money off of your property, okay? I will definitely help you do that. And that's my daughter right there. Say hi.
Hi.
That is my daughter, Cassandra. And Cassandra found the first Civil War button? The first Union Civil War button in our area. So in the area where we found this bullet, this little lady right here, found a Union officer's jacket button. So...
I thought it was a rock.
Yeah, I thought it was a rock too, but what was it? It had a big eagle on it, didn't it?
I was about to be like, Plah! And I was like, whoop, Dad, look. And you're like, oh my goodness, you found the Civil War button.
Yep. And we hadn't found one yet until she found it. And she found the first one. And how old were you when you found that?
7.
Nope, you were 6.
6. And now I'm 8.
And now you're 8. So 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Unbelievable. A lot of things have happened, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Daddy's gun that he found?
I knew it was a gun.
Does it look cool?
Yeah, it looks like one of... It's a pistol.
Yep, it's a pistol. It looks kind of junky, don't it?
A junky pistol from the 80s.
The 80s was a long time ago, folks, according to her. All right. God bless you guys. Have a good day, and we'll catch you more on Digging History.